first time I understood the meaning of silence was in the space between the crackle and the downbeat that tiny inhaler record takes before it teaches you something. My father knew that moment like scripture, knew how to lower the needle like he was making an offering, knew how to close his eyes before the horns rose, knew how to nod in reverence when Coltrane's first notes split the air like dawn. And I, a skinny little boy with big ears and bigger questions, sat cross-legged on the living room rug trying to catch the wisdom falling off the speakers. Dad said music was the language the soul invented when words weren't enough. He said the vinyl held answers no book could decode, and if I listened carefully, really listened, I'd hear what kind of man I was meant to become. Dad didn't preach with sermons, he preached with solos, didn't lecture with discipline. He lectured with drum breaks, every record was a verse, every side a prophecy, every side be a confession. Saturday mornings meant incense and sunlight in the living room vibrating like it remembered the past. My father would tap the beat on his knee, eyes half closed, breathing as if the trumpet would tutor in his lungs on how to stay alive. Sometimes he pointed at me and say, "Listen here, Malik, hear how the sax cries. That's what truth sounds like when it's tired." And I nod like I understood even though I didn't yet, but the understanding arrived years later like a late bus that finally shows.
Play that vinyl, let the story spin again. All that wisdom in the grooves taught a boy how to be a man. Dad's vinyl Bible, still preaching through the static and the sand.
My father didn't grow old with me. Life had a way of cutting the song short before the bridge could resolve. But I still hear him when I drop a needle, still feel his hand on my shoulder in a low hum before the rhythm blooms. Grief taught me his absence, music taught me his presence, and somewhere in the halfway world between memory and melody, he still turns to me grinning, saying, "Listen close, son, the world lies, but the music don't." I learned courage from the bass line, patience from the piano, rebellion from the trumpet's wild cry. Learn that men who struggle for tenderness often hide it in their record collections. Learn that love ain't loud, it's steady, warm, repeating like a favorite track you don't skip, even when you know every bar. Dad taught me to treat music like a compass, a lantern, a map with no straight lines. And when the world got too sharp for my small body, he lowered the volume instead of raising his voice, teaching me that gentleness is the strongest discipline of all.
Ooh, turn that vinyl, let the story spin again. All that wisdom in the grooves taught a boy how to be a man. Dad's vinyl Bible, still preaching through the static and the sand.
Trumpet rises, piano aches, vinyl crackles like an old photograph, and I swear, in that warbling warmth, my father sits beside me again. The man who built my soul, one record at a time.